Welcome back. Episode 9. Today we're going to be talking about NEC baby formula. Jay, what are your thoughts on NEC baby formula?
Yeah, so like the kids like who born premature, like below 37 weeks, for 37 weeks, and they were fed by the formulas like Similac or Enfamil, which is a cow based or the powder. They have the higher risk of developing the NEC. And yep, that's it. So we can just deep dive into the details like how it started and how we can just go over there. So basically, uh, the lawsuit of baby formula was filed by Similac or Enfamil cow-based formula, which is causing an necrotizing enterocolitis disease, which cause the serious damages to the infants and maybe resulted in death. And that's like the two companies right now. There is one is the Abbott and the Meg Johnson that knew about the risk about the developing the serious injuries to the kids, and they failed to warn the victims and the
Yeah,
parents are.
it's crazy. I mean, we just got. They these things. I mean, has been in the market for like 30, 40, 50 years, right? Like, I mean, they like and like really they what they really want like I mean if ideally I mean they'd rather have drinking like from like mother's donors bank if that was the case, but like I mean companies like Similac and Enfamil they're running campaigns on going against like having them do that and like just promoting things like baby formula. And how bad is it for premature babies, really? Like how bad like is it? Like why premature babies only? Like is it like hard for them? Like what exactly are they discovering?
So if you just think about it like in the qualification part, like who can qualifies and how it works. So think about it like the person like if the kid like born premature like prior to 37 weeks, so they do not and they consume like in Similac or Enfamil in the hospital, and then after they diagnosed with the enterocolitis, necrotizing enterocolitis. So right now, like we are helping the victim like who are under 18 years of age, so the mother or the any of the parent can file the claim, and that's gonna be huge. So like even like we need to just explain how what is the many the parents they don't know like what is the necrotizing enterocolitis, what are the symptoms. So if we can deep dive into that, that would be great. So Shile, if you want to just give the overview like what is the necrotizing enterocolitis
Yeah.
and what is the symptom? Yeah.
So NEC, a lot of people just know necrotizing enterocolitis as NEC. It's a devastating intestinal disease that like occurs primarily in low weight premature baby newborns. Really, I mean, it's really common. I mean, thousands of babies every year get diagnosed with NEC, and they're just fine. And it's mainly premature babies that they find out that they get diagnosed with it. And I mean, kids could end up dying from things like that. And they have trouble like digesting. You'll be seeing them like throwing up, and those who do cure get like cured from that, like I mean they end up still having some like lifelong health complications from NEC, like cerebral palsy, short bowel syndromes, and this is going on. We're still discovering more and more, but like it's tough. Necrotizing means cause to death tissues. Entero means relating to the intestine or bowels. Being making it hard for like kids to digest food. Colitis really just means relating to the inflammation, usually in the colon. So I mean, these things are brutal. It should these and like they just found out like recently that these things like baby cow's milk based formula is one of the leading factors to having these kids get NEC. And ever since they found out that these cow's milk based formula is the reason why is one of the biggest reasons why these kids are getting like diagnosed with NEC, like premature babies specifically. We have been doing a lot of investigation, talking to kids who were born premature and had NEC. But yeah, these are some of the.
Yeah, so those are like some of the symptoms what you had mentioned, that the throwing up and the throwing up and like in limited the growth or developmental delays or and diarrhea, bloody stool. So those are the symptoms. So Shah, like if you could just give us some idea, like go up, like even after if the kids survive after from the NEC, like what are the like in potential risk and the health problem like in the future they may suffer from.
Yeah. So I mean, sepsis is huge. We've been getting a lot of clients who've actually gotten cured from NEC, but then they find out like years later that they're diagnosed with sepsis. That's one of the main things that we've been noticing. Developmental delays. That's something that we're also noticing. Growth failure. Poor neurodevelopment. I mean, it's these are bad things that could be like just cured if like they haven't had to go through that. But these things are, I mean, kids are noticing the side effect like years later, and it's like it's horrible. I mean, diarrhea, like it's bloody diarrhea. That just sounds painful to me.
Yeah, sure.
It's and like I know right now we're really after like Similac and Enfamil, because that's like those are the main. I mean, you find these things at like places like Walmart, CVS, Walmart. It's such a common place, and I mean it's like giving to like people like who are come to the hospital. I mean, not only that like it's getting marketed at like places like Walmart, but like when the kid is born, you would be getting these people coming to the hospitals and like marketing like Similac cow's milk based formula for like years, and like these nurses don't know better, and they would be like, oh, I'm assuming this is good, and they'll be just recommending it to their kids who are just born, and they find out years later that that this is the side effect, or they find out like that, oh, okay, cool, now my kid has NEC, and it's just like it could just all be avoided. I mean, it's horrible what's happening with NEC.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are some of the
The
Similac
brands like
brands. Yep.
so like any of the parent or like parents, they need to just look after this brands. Like if they give like any of these brands and the kid had any side effects or complications, they can reach out to us or they can file a claim.
Exactly. We were always telling people. I mean, one of the strongest campaign that we launched was premature babies, because we want to talk to kids, parents whose kids were born premature, and if the kid was born premature, we want to talk to their parents or the kid himself if they're over the age of 18 at least. If we could talk to them, let them know, let us know what exactly happened, especially if they were fed baby formula. We want to talk to them because what's happening with this NEC litigation is insane.
Got it. Okay. So if you can just go back, Sahil, in the real quick, so we can just always just tell like what the compensations we cover for the baby formula lawsuit. So again, that is like all about the pain, suffering, loss of wages. So if you can just think about it, so any medical expenses to treat the child for the injury, the past and the future about the pain and suffering, by which the reason, like by child injuries, like even the physical, mental illness, the loss of wages, economic like losses like to the parents. So that all like the law firm can just evaluate the case, and they are like we can always help them. So that's going to be huge if you think about it. And yeah, pretty much that's it. And if you just see that if the Enfamil in the Similac formula is like the recall, so no, it's not right now. They are not in the recall list. But however, the parents they deserve to like get informed. Like these are the potential risks of the cow milk formula, and somehow in the some lot they already like recall by saying there is some issues with the bacterial infections. So in some of the places they already like just take them back, but it's not recall yet.
Yeah, because I remember when I went to Walmart to record a reel for premature babies, and I was just like, if your child was born premature under 37 weeks, call us, give us a free case review. So I remember when I went there, like it was stacked up. There were a bunch of baby formulas there, and then I went there a couple of weeks later. This is like earlier when the litigation really started, and like a couple of weeks later, that this whole thing is like, I mean, you barely find baby formulas because they were doing a huge investigation on baby formula, but it's just like what they're really looking after right now is this whole cow's milk based formula for premature babies. So I mean, I'm sure they'll find more and more evidence, more thing into Enfamil, Similac, or baby formula in general. But right now, we are specifically targeting premature babies who were fed this cow's milk based formula. Yeah, so I mean, in conclusion, if like the kid was born premature and was diagnosed with NEC, which is known as necrotizing enterocolitis, after given a Similac or Enfamil, a person may be able to participate in a lawsuit against the formula companies and receive financial compensation for the harm that was like done to the child. And what they could find us online. They could visit us on Medical Claim Center. We have a lot of social media platforms. We're starting to get more involved with TikTok, LinkedIn, Instagram. But honestly, just give us a call. The easiest way to connect with us is to just give us a call. Call us, text us if we're not able to get a hold of us. We decided to put 3 numbers on here for a reason, because if the first number you're not able to get a hold of, you have a second number, third number, and you could call us, text us number anytime. You could also email us, info@medicalclaimcenter.com. We just want to talk to you because if you could qualify for a potential claim because of something like this, it's huge. It will help us spread awareness. I mean, these companies like Similac, Enfamil, they'll do whatever it takes probably. I mean, this the media is so corrupt. I mean, to the point where like these things will get hidden if it's not for people like us who are going against and telling pretty much America, this world, everyone who's listening to this, like what's really out there. So like, yeah, continue to listen to our podcast, because we do want to talk about other manufacturing companies, people in general, companies who've pretty much like launched these products out, and years later they discover like all these side effects. And not only just that, I mean, people deserve to know the truth, and that's why we're here talking to you guys, letting you know what's really out there. Any last words, Jay, before we wrap this up?
No, just anyone like who think that their kid born premature or any issues with the drugs or devices, don't delay. Just reach out to us. Just call us or just visit our website. It's www.medicalclaimcenter.com, and there's no cost, no obligation, and we are happy to help. Thank you.